going on, guys? This is DropThisBox, and I hope all of you guys out there are having a fantastic day today. And your boy wants to talk about Ernest Saves Christmas because, like you guys know already, I happen to be a really big fan of the Ernest series. I love the Ernest movie so much. I had so much fun watching all of these different kinds of Ernest movies growing up as a kid. And like I stated when we were talking about Ernest Scared Stupid back in October, we were going to talk about Ernest again sometime this year. I didn't specify what time that was going to be, even though we only had like 2 months left of the year. So I guess it's pretty much a given at this point that yes, we were going to talk about Ernest Saves Christmas. And I just love this film so much. There's just something so special about each of the Ernest movies. And I just want to give you guys my overall thoughts when it comes to why I personally enjoyed Ernest Saves Christmas. So if you guys have anything that you want to say when it comes to this movie, be sure to let me know down below and we can talk about it. So one of the biggest reasons I love Ernest Saves Christmas is because of Ernest himself. There's just something about his personality that's so hard not to love. He's goofy, sure, but that's what makes him so special. No matter how ridiculous the situation gets, Ernest stays true to himself. Kind-hearted, enthusiastic, and always trying to do the right thing, even if it doesn't go as planned. What I really appreciate about Ernest is how optimistic he is. He could be facing the most absurd problems, and instead of getting frustrated or giving up, he just keeps pushing forward. He's the kind of character who reminds you to look for the good in every situation, and I think that's why I connected with him so much. I also can't forget to mention Jim Varney's incredible comedic timing, whether it's his wild facial expressions or his over-the-top physical comedy, he just nails it every single time. There's this scene where Ernest slips into one of his many disguises. It's so overdone, but that's what makes it hilarious. It's impossible not to laugh at how committed he is to every little gag. But what really gets me is how much Ernest loves Christmas. He's not just helping Santa out of obligation, he genuinely believes in the magic of the season. You can just feel his excitement in every scene, and it's contagious. Watching him makes me want to embrace the holiday spirit just as much as he does. And another thing I love about Ernest Saves Christmas is how it portrays Santa Claus, because most Christmas movies show Santa as this larger-than-life figure with all the answers. But here, he's so much more relatable. He's still kind and jolly, but there's also a vulnerability to him. He's ready to retire, and that adds a whole new layer to the story that I didn't expect the first time I watched it. The idea of Santa passing the torch to a successor really stuck with me. It's not something you see in every holiday movie, and it gave this one a unique twist. Watching Santa search for someone who's worthy of taking over his role felt surprisingly emotional. It made me think about the importance of trusting others and letting them carry on your legacy, a message that feels just as relevant today as it did back then. But then there's Joe, the guy Santa picks to be the next Santa Claus, and at first, he's hesitant, which makes his journey feel so real. I could totally relate to that feeling of not being sure if you're ready for something so big. Seeing him gradually embrace the role was one of the most satisfying parts of the movie. It's a reminder that sometimes the things we're most scared of can lead to the best outcomes. Of course, the dynamic between Santa and Ernest is one of the best parts of the movie. They make such an unlikely duo. That's what makes their teamwork so enjoyable to watch. Together, they prove that even the craziest situations can be fixed with a little faith and a lot of heart. And for me, Ernest Saves Christmas really captures the true spirit of the holidays. At its core, this movie is about selflessness and believing in something bigger than yourself. That's what makes it stand out. It's not just about the decorations or the presents, it's about the joy that comes from helping others. Take Ernest, for example. He goes above and beyond to help Santa, not because he has to, but because he wants to. He's not in it for recognition or a reward, he just genuinely wants to do the right thing. That kind of selflessness is so inspiring, especially during the holidays when it's easy to get caught up in all of the chaos. Santa's story also hits me in a really meaningful way. He spent his whole life bringing happiness to others, and now he's stepping aside so someone else can carry on his work. That's such a powerful message about the importance of legacy and trusting others to keep the traditions alive. It makes me think about the people in my own life who pass down traditions or wisdom and how special it is. Even the side characters like Harmony add to this theme. Her transformation from a cynical, self-centered teenager to someone who actually wants to help shows how the spirit of Christmas can change people. And by the end of the movie, it's hard not to feel uplifted and reminded of what the holidays are really about. And what I love most about Ernest Saves Christmas is the way it captures the holiday vibe. From the opening scene, you can feel that Christmas magic, the decorations, the music, the whole atmosphere. It just pulls you in and makes you feel like a kid again. One thing I always notice is how the movie balances comedy with warmth. It's hilarious, no doubt about it, but it also has these moments that make you stop and smile. It's the kind of movie that reminds you why Christmas is such a special time of year. Every time I watch it, I feel like I'm reliving some of my favorite holiday memories. The settings in the movie play a huge role in creating that nostalgic feel too, whether it's the busy city streets decked out in Christmas lights, or the cozy little scenes where characters come together. Everything feels like it's been sprinkled with holiday magic. It's the kind of environment that makes you want to grab a blanket and just soak it all in. And the ending, it's perfect. It wraps everything up in a way that leaves you smiling, and it's a big part of why I keep coming back to this movie every year. So as you guys can clearly hear, especially when it comes to the tone of my voice, I absolutely love this movie. Like, I can go back every single time and watch Ernest Saves Christmas. It's such a holiday tradition at this point, just like all the other movies that I've talked about on the channel so far, when it comes to all of my favorite movies to watch during the Christmas season. And honestly, after I post this video on the channel, I'm probably gonna watch Ernest Saves Christmas today, because whenever I watch this movie, I can't help but smile. I always just laugh so much because the comedy is just so perfect throughout this film. And I just have a very soft spot for Ernest because it was one of the best parts of my childhood when it came to a lot of those movies that I used to watch growing up. Ernest was definitely on the very top when it came to that feel when I was a kid, when I was just watching all these Ernest movies back to back. But if you guys haven't seen Ernest Saves Christmas, oh my god, please check it out, because it is quite the experience. And if you guys actually have anything you want to say about Ernest Saves Christmas, if you've seen the movie and you want to share your overall thoughts when it comes to your favorite characters or your favorite moments or whatever comes to mind, be sure to let me know down below, because I would absolutely love to hear it. And if you guys enjoy the content on this channel, be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I love you guys so much, and I thank you guys for all the support. You guys are awesome. And if you guys want to follow me on my social media, be sure to check out my Twitter, which I'm usually active on the most, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook. All the links are located in the description below. Be sure to click on that bell for notifications so you guys are notified whenever I drop a video on the channel. But other than that, I hope all you guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be, if it's the daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.